We'll get there. Swear to God, we'll get there. So we are cutting hard maple. Hey, how's it going? Things are going all right. Late start today. We worked out at home rather than walking to work because we got quite a bit of smoke in the area. So we got our phones taken care of. It took 2 hours to cancel 2 phone lines. So we're all set. We're all well and good. Is the audio sounding okay? Or are we having a lot of issues with the fan hitting the microphone? I have a dead cat on here, but I don't know how much that's helping. I mean, I could always just unplug the microphone too. I thought I'd try to save your ears a little bit. Yeah, the geese are growing. They are pretty much little young adults right now. Yes, they have. Yeah, they're damn near as big as their parents. So a couple days ago when I walked to work, I kicked up a woodchuck in town. And he went and he ran underneath a shed. They sure are cute, but they cause a lot of damage. But since it's not my shed, I thought it was adorable. A woodchuck. Groundhog. Yeah, it's a rodent. Let me pull up a picture. It's in the marmot family. So they weigh up to a little over 8 pounds. So what? A little less than 4 kilo. Like Phil, yeah. Yep. Without all the pressure of trying to see their shadow. Yeah, so they do a lot of tunneling. So they'll have separate entrances so they can get out from different directions. They can cause a lot of damage to foundations of buildings. And yeah, if you have a vegetable garden, if you think rabbits are bad, yeah, woodchucks are worse. Yeah, it is. It's weird. Have you ever seen the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray? That was actually filmed in Illinois. It was filmed in a little city called Woodstock, Illinois. Not where the music festival was. That was in New York. It's just this little town. And it's all been remodeled since then. But like the big park and all like the buildings that they were at were all like in a square. There's a plaque. I had my picture taken by it where Bill Murray stepped in the puddle. Yeah, and directly across the street was that park that they did all the stuff in. So I just thought it was funny. They still do tours where you can go and look at all the buildings where they filmed. It's like their claim to fame. Yeah, Puxatawny. Yeah, it's what's it? Is it Massachusetts, or it's on the East Coast? Is where it's supposed to be. Hey, how's it going? Welcome in. So we're just kind of hanging out, cutting on the scroll saw today. The weather is starting to break. You know, it's 77 and hazy outside. The workshop's sitting at 80 degrees. Hopefully it'll stay there. Pennsylvania, there we go. Yeah, you start getting over to the East Coast and the states get tiny, tiny, tiny. Yeah, Vicky is currently, she's in the front room answering some messages. And yeah, she'll be laying out in a little bit. I don't think she wants to be on camera today. And we have to figure out this audio situation. I did get enough shafts made for the Japanese wholesale order. So that's what these are. So I got 20 of these, and then I got to do 30 cherry ones. So think that's what it is. Yeah. So yeah, I laid out the maple yesterday. I figured get the maple out of the way. The cherry cuts a little bit easier. The maple's harder. And then we're are going to be in show mode for the next 2 months. So we're going to really start knocking out the product. It's printing. You know, I went into the software and changed the properties of the filament to drop the temperature down so I don't have to physically put it in. And for some reason it's just not sticking. I'm going to have to go through and try to figure it out. That's the one thing about Bamboo Lab is, you know, like, you know, other slicers just make it super easy, but Bamboo just wants to take control of everything. Yeah, I went in there and I set up a new filament and named it and changed the temperatures, and I'm doing something wrong, so I'm going to have to look into it. No, the bed temperature is fine. The nozzle temperature keeps wanting to jump up to 240, where the filament itself wants to print between 200 and 220. I must be missing a setting somewhere. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, the surface finish is just garbage at 240. And since it's too hot, it increases the stringing. It is. You know, other brands of TPU I haven't had any issues with, so it's like I'm working on, you know, I have one file just for the whatever SandSmart or whatever the filament is. So I'm not doing full beds, I'm doing 4 arms, so 1 spindle at a time. We'll figure it out. What's dangerous? Have I tried slowing the print down? I have, and it really didn't make much of a difference. Yeah, I kicked it down to like the silent mode. Didn't make much of a difference at all, unfortunately. I think it's primarily just the filament temperature. I could be mistaken, but the stuff that's printing right now is fine. I mean, I'd have to hit it with the torch for the wisps. But it's pretty typical for TPU to get a little stringing here and there. We are cutting out Turkish drop spindles that are used for spinning yarn. So we're on the scroll saw. Today we're cutting out 5/8 inch, which I think is like 19 mil hard maple. Yeah, it's something. But I'm not getting any lifting, so everything's staying put. So the enclosure's doing its job. Have I ever cut myself? I usually catch myself once or twice a year. So a scroll saw is pretty safe. If I cut myself, I have to put a Band-Aid on it and get back to work. It's not like a bandsaw where you could cut your fingers off or anything. I mean, you could cut your finger off, but it would take you quite a while. You'd have to very intentionally do that. So with the bandsaw, you got one loop of teeth that are constantly going down, so it's constantly pulling down, where this is reciprocating. So yeah, it's different. It looks scary, but it's really not. When you first start out, there is a hold down foot that kind of covers everything up, which keeps your fingers further away from the blade, but almost everybody who's been sawing for a while takes that guard off because it just gets in the way. I've been using this type of saw since 1987, and yeah. It looks scarier than it is. Hey, JR, how's it going? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Can't believe it's Friday already. Nice. So what kind of stuff do you cut out on the scroll saw? So we're cutting maple, hard maple. I'm using a number 7 blade. This is an Olson precision ground tooth blade. So it's a double skip tooth blade with reverse teeth as well on the bottom. It's a very aggressive blade, but for this kind of stuff where it's just, not a lot of detail, just swooping cuts, it's perfect for this. Okay. So you like making smiley face men, as everyone loves them? There's just something about them. They're not my style. I know that, they're designed by some dude in France, and they're fine. The majority of people love them. I totally get it. You've been making wooden toys, cars, and trucks. Awesome. You left so you didn't hear my worst injury on the scroll saw. I've never really had a horrible injury on there. So, Band-Aid injuries. Put a bandage on it. Move on with your life. Yeah, I used to make a lot of cars, a lot of vehicles, a lot of toys. I used to sell a lot of wooden signs. So I used to make a lot of this kind of stuff. I used to make worst injury in my life. I've never broken a bone. I've gotten a lot of stitches. I don't know. I haven't done any injuries that didn't grow back. Yeah, I've never made a bow. Nice. So, are they like the ornament kits? Are they like teardrop ornaments, or are they the bulbous ones with like the... I don't even know. What do they look like as far as the hardware goes? What's the kit like? Excuse me. So yeah, as far as these go, I have a mortise to cut out, and then these slide together. You'd think I would have one sitting here. So this is what they look like when they're done. These still need sanding and balancing and stuff, but yeah, that's what they look like when they're done. Nope. The last time I was in the emergency room was for a concussion that happened at my when I was working at a vehicle manufacturer. That's the only time I've ever been in an ambulance. I'm pretty accident prone, but it's always little stuff. So it's like a pen kit, basically one tube on the top and a bottom pinion. Nice. Yeah, right now I make a bunch of different spindles. You know, I do a lot of lathe work as well. But now until after Christmas, I doubt I'm going to be making anything besides spindles and like bowls. Little spindle bowls that also go with drop spindles, well, supported spindles. I'm not going to complain. I mean, it's a living. Hey, darling. When you lay out the maple spindles, we're going to need one more. This one has a split in it. So far, it's one more. So, yeah, this wood is bad. You do some wood carving? Nice. Like knife carving or power carving or a mix? Nope. No traumatizing injuries. Oh, definitely. Power carving is much faster. Yeah, my grandfather was a wood carver. He did a lot of birds. He did basically did a lot of birds, did a lot of decoys. So yeah, I've done some carving. Not a whole hell of a lot recently, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. Um, so, so I have a little Dremel over here just for little touch-ups. But if I'm gonna be doing carving, I'll be over here. So I have a Jacob's chuck. You carved a hot dog in a bun yesterday for your 4-year-old great niece. That's awesome. So yeah, so there's a Jacob's chuck here. Right now I got a buffing wheel on here, but you could, put sanders on here, and so you could really bear down on it. Yeah. So I do the majority of, well, I'm buffing with that, but yeah, the majority of the carving I do, I use the Fordham. It's just got a lot of more torque behind it. Unknown, are you threatening me? Hang on a second. What's that? No, I'm laughing. Sorry, honey. I got the headphones on. I got music playing. You're currently missing out on Spoon Man. Steal the rhythm while you can. I could leave one ear out if you want to talk. Yeah. So, yeah. So Vicky's over there laying out some spindles.
So medium gliders it is. You're just gonna have a ton of those now.
That's okay. Medium gliders. We got enough mini gliders.
This way, just go for
Yeah. Well, I've got like boxes full of minis that aren't cut out.
Yeah.
So I'll just have boxes of those that aren't cut out. But yeah, it'll be something that if it's laid out, we can always come back to it. All right, I'm gonna get back cutting. Should we try giving Vicky a microphone, or is that gonna be an issue? We'll give Vicky a microphone.
I'm probably not gonna talk very often.
All right.
And it's gonna barely start from.
Yeah, throw it on. So last month you got a Craftsman, which is like the Fordham. You got it for free as a person who was going to throw in all his woodworking tools until he found out our carving group to give us all stuff too. Oh, that's nice. That'll work.
So they'll always give us some options.
Definitely. Hey John, how's it going? Welcome in. So does the audio still sound okay with Vicky? Granted, she's never going to talk again, but... Right. We're surrounded by Johns. I feel like a prostitute. There are Johns everywhere, which is a good thing. So yeah, as far as the patterns go, we're big fans of using blue painter's tape and then gluing the paper pattern on top. That way we could just peel it off like a sticker. It just says it's in Denmark.
Yes.
Okay.
Same information, same date, so. But I figured I'll put it to renovation, get more
Yeah.
information out of it, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we have a package that's kind of, it cleared customs in Denmark like a week and a half ago and it hasn't been delivered. I meant, do you fish? We occasionally fish. We mainly fish for panfish. So. Although when we go, usually, you know, we're going for perch and bluegill, but Vicky tends to end up catching a lot of bass.
I don't need to.
Yeah, catches a lot of largemouth bass. Do I make fishing lures? I do not. But yeah, my older brother's always been trying to talk me into making lures. It's like anything else. Yes, there are. Yeah, fishing lures are their own, yeah, their own thing. All right. I just need to grab my pencil. So I have my scroll saw pitched at a pretty steep angle, so that way things will roll off and fall into the bucket down there. Plus, doing that, I'm in a office chair, so it's comfortable. All right, So we're going to start cutting out the mortises. So I'm going to run this file through to make sure that the holes are centered. So that's the nice thing about a scroll saw. You can do internal cuts. So you just drill an entry hole, fish the blade through. So we did have some already made, so I didn't quite have to make 50 shafts yesterday. But yeah, eventually I'm going to have to get back on the lathe, but for the time being, I'm going to be hanging out here. So why not? It's like instead of spending hundreds of money, you weren't hundreds of minutes of your life. Okay. All right, let's go over to the printer and check out what's going on there. I think it's done. Now, it might be an initial layer thing where the temperature's too high. I need to go through the settings, but we'll just start up another one and see what happens. So, you can do that.
And yeah, I think we need to get the wider.
Yeah, we'll get a bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a little minimal stringing between going from one to the other, which is okay. I could set it up and print one, the next one, the next one, the next one. We can do that as well if we need to. So just gonna hit it with the torch. Little booger there. So we'll keep working on it. I mean, but yeah, these are glow-in-the-dark blue. Yeah, I've got a little CNC machine over there. So we'll see if we can get these to light up. Sometimes it's hard to see them on camera, but we can look at my microwave. So yeah. How do I sell most of my spindles? Most of my spindles are sold online, either on the website or Etsy. Yeah. I mean, we also do festivals. That's what we're getting ready for now. And then we also wholesale. So what we're doing now, these are actually going to Japan. So there's a store in Japan selling them. But yeah, we sell them to people in the United States as well, as far as stores go. Depending on the lure, you can print something and then have it hollow and then have it stop before it covers it up. And then you can throw like BBs in there to add weight. If you want something that'll sink. Yeah. So a lake that's near me has sturgeon in it. And there's a sturgeon spearing season. So if you go to any of the bars around the lakes, there's always people who are selling the decoys. So those have to be neutrally buoyant. So, you drop them in the water and they just sit there. And there's somebody that's 3D printing those as well. So it's one of those weird things, just, whatever you're interested in, there's little pockets. And the fact that, I'm able to do this for a living, is just amazing. Do I like bally songs? I guess I don't have an opinion on them. But have you ever made yarn wheels for spinning wheels? I have not. So I'm assuming it's the Indian music from like the I don't want to be insulting, but like the dun 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 dun, that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. You know, I'm not really into world music that much. You know, I'm an old white guy from America, so I tend to listen to like, you know, 1990s or 1980s American music or English music.
Or our top 40.
Yeah.
America's top 40.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of modern country music either. I don't mind older country western music, but like the newer stuff is just pop music.
You like two kinds of music, country and western.
I like country and western, correct. Always a Blues Brothers reference. No, it's butterfly fly knife. Okay? So right now, in my headphones is Oasis. So you know we got England going on. Got some Champagne Supernova. Nothing bad will ever happen with that band. Those brothers are tight as they're tight as brothers. What is something that you would like to make with your scroll saw, but you haven't gotten around to yet? Ooh. It's a good question. I'm going to have to think on that one. I can't think of the name of the designer. It's Alex somebody. Can't think off the top of my head. And he has some very, very, very complicated fretwork. Like there's leopards, and you're talking about, I don't know, thousands of entry holes. I would eventually like to do one of those pieces over time. You know, it'd be one of those things that would be months in the process. It would be, you know, either doing, cut on it for 10, 15 minutes before I start work as a warm-up, or at the end of the day, or... I've got a USB stick with all of Steve Good's patterns on up until I think 2024. And then the patterns in 24 until he died, they are selling, I think, for $10. So I should probably get those as well to help support his family. Steve Good was a very prolific scroll saw artist, designer. He made a lot of patterns. And he recently passed, probably about, 4, 5, 6 months ago. So his website is no longer being updated, but at least you can still buy his pattern collections, and it, helps support the family. So more than willing to do that. Enoch, welcome in. So, honey,
Yes.
do you have any? Well, I've got 9 more centers to cut.
Say that again.
I have 9 more centers to cut,
Okay.
and then I could start cutting out the cherry mini gliders, or if you can drill a few for me. It doesn't really matter,
Okay.
but I probably got, another 20 minutes. All right, sorry.
Um,
Feed me, moisturize me.
I'm not even to the point where I can play out.
Right, yeah. I can just cut out minis for a while.
And actually, what you need is
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm very apologetic.
no, and if you want to sit all day, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll see. I might get up later.
I can drill. I mean, there's enough to drill here that's not wholesale, but I'd rather get beads.
Yeah.
Need a new nozzle.
Right. All right, let's Google it. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a butterfly knife. So, yeah. So, you can get, like, combs. Kind of, you could get the classic switchblade, and then they also have combs, too. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I gotcha. Yeah, she's using spray adhesive, but we got fans on. So.
Okay, and I like the fact that I did these and then also clean them.
Yeah.
So I have 2 nozzles that are waiting. They're in the queue to switch out.
Oh, you do know that we have a drawer that there's like another probably 10 nozzles that are already clean, yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's like anything else. If you show guinea pigs, you call them cavies, because that's what they are. So I'm verifying that these holes are centered to each other, going both directions. So I have a 1/4 inch hole here. So the outer diameter of this rat tail bastard file is a 1/4 inch, so I just slide it through. I could just take a metal rod and push it through too, but if it's a little bit off, the rasp, the file will take a little bit off. Can I print a glow-in-the-dark butterfly knife? It would be very light. I don't think it would be very functional. It wouldn't have enough weight to it. But I'm sure there's a file out there somewhere. Yeah, but that's not my thing. And I really don't want to machine metal on my CNC machine. All right, have a good day. Wow. Five, six, something like that. Sorry, I'm trying to get my charger to stick. Come on. There we go. So it's silly. The microphones that we're using use the FireWire port on the phone, and then if you plug in the microphone, it doesn't charge the phone. So this is my old Apple phone. So I have a wireless charger on the back of it to keep it charged, which is actually working surprisingly well. It's an old iPhone 11, so it doesn't have the MagSafe, but it will stay. If you don't touch it, it will magnetically hold on the old phone, but it's not very. Thank you, honey. It's not very sturdy. But I don't want to tape it on because then I can't run around with my phone. You want a full-size glider right this second?
No. I know you'll wait to cut out like the
Okay.
stuff on the bottom.
Actually, I'm more than happy to do it right now just so I get it done so I don't forget.
Okay, this is fine.
Yeah, being able to get one full size on is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to drill some entry holes. So right next to the scroll saw, I have a drill press. Which is also operated off of foot pedals, so I can just reach over, hit the pedal, do my drilling, and then come back. So Vicky wanted this cut out. This is cherry wood. Yep, so we've been cutting maple. These boards are cherry. So we got 4 more maple ones to cut, and then we'll be on cherry probably the rest of the day. Yep, so these are made out of cherry, walnut, and hard maple. So these are all domestic woods. These are all woods in the United States. So they're a little bit less expensive than, exotic woods. Yeah. Cherry machines well. It really does. And it gets a nice patina over time, too. Let me grab a shaft for this. And there we go. So that's ready for sanding and balancing. Do I turn your spindles? Absolutely. Yeah, most of the time when I'm streaming, it's either here or turning the spindles, the shafts. And the majority of the shafts, the typical shaft is hard maple as well. Yeah, so we've actually been wearing our surgical masks again outside because the air quality is not great. Right now we're sitting at 389, so we're in the very hazardous level because there's wildfires in Canada and northern Minnesota right now, so all that stuff is blowing down here. I'm getting headaches from it, so the last couple days I have not been my cheerful self. I'm not going to run around with the respirator on, though. Okay, I'm going to need 2 extra maple ones.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah. I just nipped that one. Life's good.
All right. Microphone off.
Okay. Are you done
No,
microphoning?
no.
Oh. You can just hit the button on the side and then it changes from blue to red, but yeah. That's okay. You're not a pterodactyl. Yeah, their P is silent. Ugh. Alright, we're done with the maple. I guess it doesn't hurt when you mess up 2 of them. Alright, then we're just going to drill these holes. It's not too exciting. I'm going to have to redo my stand here. Alright. So yeah, 5/8 inch thick cherry. I'm sorry, it's closer to, according to that, let's start with the 1 mark. Yeah. I guess it's more closer to 16. 17 mil? I was saying 19. I think it's... Yeah. Regardless. So I do have a scroll saw set up in the basement for when it gets super hot, but I didn't feel like moving everything into the basement. So. He's following you. You're just faster than he is. Yeah, this is, I understand production work is not for everyone. But I enjoy it. How are we doing today? Hello, welcome in. What's that?
She wants, yeah. So I told her about the weights and stuff, and I'm like, the weight loss program. She's like, no, weight is great.
Okay.
The heavier the better.
Cool.
Which is fantastic. And I sent her the date. I meant to type 7:31. I typed 8:31.
Oh yeah, we'll just send it to you a month after the
She's
show.
like,
2 weeks
right?
after
I
the
know.
show.
She's like, well, the show is this, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I meant to type 7:31. I'm like, they'll most likely be done before that, but.
Yeah. I've been catching a little bit because I'm getting notifications
Oh,
when
yeah.
she's writing.
Yeah. And I'm like, whoops.
Yeah.
So yeah, I told her we'll get started right away.
All right. Is the coffee all gone?
No.
All right, I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. So I'll swing you over and you can look at Vicky's back.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Now, do we want to set up, since we don't have, a lot of loud this year, do we want to, for me to join you? Can I join you in the stream? Okay. Don't worry about it then.
Yeah. We can start the stream over.
What's that?
Coffee
Coffee is good or coffee is gone?
is good.
Okay.
It's delicious.
And coffee gone.
It's high in coffee.
And also high in creamer.
Well, it should be 75% creamer if it's. Yeah. This is how I like my coffee because I don't like coffee. I do like creamer. I like my sugar with coffee and cream, yep. Dion says hi.
Hi. Yeah, they want to watch me play out patterns.
All right.
I don't care.
Well, let's see if I can get
They
in.
don't know.
Well, I don't think I have the ability. Right. Yeah. Well, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop. I believe I'm gonna have to stop the stream. But we could try that again, but the audio was just so bad the last time. It was all cutting in and out, and
Yeah, but we don't have to. Don't worry.
all right.
We'll play with it later. Another time.
Yeah, let's play with it later. I mean, I'm just gonna have to set up OBS and do it that way. Which I could do tomorrow,
Oh, it doesn't matter.
because tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah.
Uh,
You are on Anything with Scott, right?
yes,
What if I stream from Snyder Spindles and leave your audio?
you could stream from Snyder
Would
Spindles.
that be weird? And then we wouldn't have to worry about the audio?
Well, we'd have two different streams going, but yeah.
It would.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
We can try it.
Okay.
And then if you want to watch, both whenever I see you with now.
setting up her stream.
I'm sorry, I'm taking away from your work.
That's what. Oh no, I can't work.
Yeah, you can put it there. Table it down.
Yeah, USB AC to lightning. I got a lightning cable. Yeah, we'll find it later. All right, back to work. Or back to coffee would probably be better. So do you have anybody in the room? Okay. All right. So yeah, if you want to go to the Snyder Spindle page, Vicky is laying out patterns there, so you don't have to look at her backside. You can look at her front side.
There we go. Hi,
I see where you.
Dion.
I think what we should do is if we share, since we don't have the headphones going or anything, and there's no delay because it's quiet, we could just, since it's not simultaneously streaming two different streams to different, when we share, it's all going through my one. We could just mute your stream, and that might take care of the audio. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, it had to reconnect. Yeah, I was getting the one on this side, so.
Yeah, it happens. Hey Nathaniel, how's it going? Welcome in. So if you guys are just joining us, we are cutting out Turkish drop spindles that are used to spin yarn. And I'm currently cutting out cherry.
Right now I'm drawing lines.
I'm doing well. Got a slight headache today. Kind of feeling a little bit under the weather. I think we've got really poor air quality right now. I think might have something to do with it. And it's hot outside, and there were kids in my lawn. And no, I'm kidding. No, we're doing good. Get off my lawn. Pay no attention to the woman behind the green curtain. I hope you got that, because I can't hear a word she's saying, but you can. If she says anything really nasty about me, let me know. Oh. Come on. I'm gonna have to buy some new camera ball mounts. The ones I have here are failing, and that's why I have to keep adjusting it because they keep falling. You can't make out what she's saying? Good. That makes two of us.
So I have to speak up, huh? Can you hear me now? Probably hear me through both screens.
We could up her volume if it was a volume issue, or is she cutting out?
Really?
Is it not connected?
No, it's fine. It just, the comment was called
For review?
for review. Is what it
Yeah.
was. And all the young said was, tell Scott he's got sexy legs.
Thank you. She is wearing her microphone.
Oh, I am, yeah. So I just,
Here, I'll just, I can bump her up a little bit.
yeah, I just have to remember to speak up. I have a hard time with that.
So this could be bad. We'll try that. Say something.
So did you up the volume on the mic?
Yeah, I raised your volume up 3 decibels, so we're kind of in the same range now. Did you just say pump up the volume?
No,
Okay, good.
I did not.
Okay, because I was going to say dance, dance.
Go ahead, honey.
Dance, dance. It's brilliant. Oh no! Shar is out of Top Whirls.
Oh no!
No! Alright. It's like Morton salt, I swear to God. When it rains, it pours. So I guess I'm working this weekend. So I think I'm speaking louder because I do have hearing protection in. So I'm talking over, music as well.
Yeah, especially when it's automatically easy to do that.
Yeah.
Always.
So this is what happens when you're not paying attention and you forget to reverse your text. You wind up with a coffee cup. But it's perfect if you turn the front camera on. Ah.
Five of which have 4 standards on them. We have 3 standards, so that is a total. 9. Really?
And you need 30?
Only 2, 4.
Come on, baby, say you love me.
You already have the order.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
How many people are in your room?
I have no idea.
It's on the top.
I had a number before, but now I don't. It's gone.
It should be really.
Yeah, I have one,
Hey, Nicholas, how's it going?
which was Tiana. Oh wait, I see it.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, one.
Yes,
You're famous.
it's okay.
It's gonna take a while to get people coming back in that room.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a pain in the butt. I can't watch both streams at once. Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, I'll take care of it this weekend. I will get
I was wondering about that.
yeah, I will get the whole streaming setup running on the computer again. That way we don't have to worry about it. The only unfortunate part is I used a program called Voice Meter to take care of the audio. And it lets you do multiple inputs and multiple outputs. So I had it set up where if Vicky talked into her microphone, I could hear it in my headset, but I could not hear my microphone in my headset. So there wasn't any cross going back and forth. So there's a lot more control, but it doesn't work with the current operating system out of Windows 11. Unless I set up my old streaming computer, my old gaming computer for that. We'll figure her out. And I think I can set it up where I can do the vertical live stream and then do a horizontal stream at the same time, which would probably work out better. We'll see. But there's something just nice about just turning a cell phone on.
So I'm laying out church hospitals on a cherry wood.
Wow. Yeah, in the shop we have flies. We got house flies in here this year. Last year we didn't have any.
Do you need me to drill right away?
Yeah, if you could.
Yep. See.
you can be able to turn the camera to the drill. I think it's because of the temperatures we got going on. I mean, it's weird because there's no like pets, so we don't have like litter boxes or anything in here. We don't have food sitting out. Oh, no, we got three. We got 3 drill presses. Well, scroll saws, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 here, yeah.
You got 2 blades.
Yeah.
Technically, you own 3, right?
There's 3 here, yeah. One's got bad electronics in. But we only have 2 band saws. There we go.
You know, but we've worked up to that. I mean, we didn't start out with, Scott constantly says that you start out with the lower end stuff and work your way up.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah. So Vicky's got a nice Nova Viking drill press. So it's a direct drive drill press. You know, it's all digital. You can tell it to drill, an inch, and it'll drill an inch deep and stop. My drill press over here is just a little one that doesn't have to be very exact. I'm just punching holes in here to cut out the centers.
So Scott and I are trying to attempt to stream. I'm on Snyder Spindles and he's on.
Making it with Scott, because nothing's better than making it with Scott. It was way funnier like 4 years ago.
We stopped streaming.
Yeah, so we are just pounding out.
Oh, you're streaming still at the same time. Yep. I'm gonna go have the
Yeah, so over the weekend I will get everything set up as far as doing a stream with both people. It should be okay. I've done it before.
Yeah. Yep. My dad passed away almost a year ago. We ended up going to South Carolina to spread his ashes this past May. So,
Hello, Nathaniel. How you doing?
we moved into the shop and this shop about a year and a half ago.
Thank you. Yeah, so they were talking earlier. Well, Vicky was talking earlier about how, we have multiples of things, and usually how it goes is I'll get the cheapest thing I can get, and if I outgrow it, I'll get something better, and then Vicky will tend to get the better thing, and then I end up with the old crappy thing. So
Oh wait.
welcome back.
Silly question for Scott. Have you ever
I'll be right back.
an automated spindle that spins on its own? I don't know.
A spinning wheel?
No, will you ever make an automated spindle one that spins on its own?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut these down into bite-sized pieces.
But I don't know about an automated spindle.
I mean, I could do a supported spindle that you would sit there and then you could have a foot pedal on it, turn it on and off.
Right? You'll have to learn some magic for that one, I guess, right?
All right. Not literally bite size. Not literally, no. Figuratively bite size. Because, I can bite size, I can bite anything.
So,
I've got teeth.
can I have this one?
Yeah.
I just realized I'm getting warm.
What about that one?
That's probably a better idea. I'm like, wait a minute.
She tried stealing my box fan.
Yeah, I did. It's gonna be definitely in the right direction.
I just don't want to blow your papers all over the place.
Yeah.
Have I ever had a banana with blueberry milkshake or a blueberry one before? I don't know. I'm going to say probably.
What was that question?
If I've ever had a banana with blueberry milkshake.
Okay, that's really weird. 'Cause I was thinking about doing some different options for the ice cream, and I was thinking about banana and blueberry, trying that.
I guess I will be getting.
We're gonna try that. I want this to how it tastes.
Yeah, bananas and blueberries go together okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to try some different food options.
All right. Yeah. Sounds yummy. I ate more of a smoothie, sure. I bet they'd bring all the boys to the yard.
Probably.
Yeah. So for lunch today, we're going to have leftover steak and potatoes. We did steak and baked potatoes or jacket potatoes. We did have a little bit of leftovers. It's not a whole heck of a lot. It'll be a light lunch. We do have some frozen chimichangas if it's not enough.
You actually had quite a bit of a baked potato one.
Yeah, I didn't eat much of my potato.
And I grabbed the rest of the mashed potatoes that were left over from the previous dinner. So,
Yeah.
and that's good.
Yeah, so last night we had steak, baked potatoes, and asparagus. doing shrimp tonight, yeah.
And we're gonna
Did you threw it in the refrigerator, right?
I did.
Okay, so you had it thawing, and like, oh,
Yeah, I did.
you're gonna have some very full cats if they left it out.
We're gonna do shrimp and garlic butter sauce with pasta.
Yeah, that'll work.
So,
And then we also have some salmon that we have to cook up here too. So yeah, we're trying to eat healthier and try not to go out to eat as much. So we started ordering our groceries at Aldi. We'll order them and pick them up. That way we don't have the temptation to, pick everything off the shelves. Ooh, this looks good. That looks good. And then we just pick them up. We don't get them delivered. So we usually do that we plan on doing that 3 weeks in a row. And then the fourth week, we'll go to the store and kind of pick up the stuff that, isn't on the list. Right. I mean, that's the nice part. Once you get that base list down, you can just keep repeating it. So your basics, your milk, your eggs, your butter, your whatever. I kind of stole all the 5-gallon buckets on you.
Yeah, I think it migrated.
Yeah.
So I'm basically just throwing all my paper spreads on the floor.
Or you could empty out the little garbage can that's full of paper next to you.
Yeah, I know.
It's an option. Yeah, when I started making those briquettes, I stole a lot of 5-gallon buckets. Yeah, the only unfortunate thing is we don't have the cool Aldi like you guys have in Australia. We get the other brother Aldi.
Oh, I was like, Aldi, what?
The cool Aldi, yeah, they're Trader Joe's on the West Coast. So we don't get the 3D printers. Yeah, we don't get the special buys catalog.
Let me know what I need to drill another board.
All right. All right. I am going to point the camera at Vicky. I need to use the restroom. So now you can toggle back and forth between the two streams and see Vicky's.
All different angles. Yeah.
The many sides of Vicky. board tipping over. My whole setup here is just dogs today. All right, I'll be right back.
Where's my glue? I'm almost, this can is almost empty. We have been very busy. A lot of wholesale orders. I don't know what's going on, but everybody wants wholesale orders. Let's see, because no one wants to pay full price. Well, they resell them, so. And it's nice because a lot of the wholesale orders have been standards, and those are a little quicker to do. I don't know. They're a little bit more simplistic.
All right, guys, I'm back. Check the mail. I got something from Granger, which is really exciting, and some credit card offers.
I'm gonna go grab some water. I will be right back. Do you need water?
Yeah, that'd be great. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
Since she's gone, we'll get at least some motion going on. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I've been here a little bit. It works better if you put the blade on. That's lesson number 1. So I think the humidity came down a little bit in here. It's still 80-some degrees in the shop, but I don't think it's quite as humid. I mean, I'm sitting down in front of a fan, which helps, but...
Okay. You're going to use my water cup from yesterday so that I don't have to clean out your Kool-Aid cup. I dumped the water that was in there back into the filter.
Thank you.
And got you cold.
Appreciate it.
So, and then I will refill the jug.
Yep, so we've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. When I first sat down, I swapped the blade out. So this blade is... We've been using the same blade for almost an hour and a half now, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, it's the one magical blade. So normally, the rule of thumb is every 15 minutes if you're constantly cutting. A bee over there. How's it going? Welcome back. How are we doing today? Vicky abandoned her stream.
I did. I'll be back.
She said, I'll be back. Doing good? Good to hear. Yeah, so she's on, she's on the mic. So she was yelling at me so I could hear, so I'm sorry.
All right. So
yeah, her mic's hooked up to this stream.
Yep, so they can hear me. Yeah. So I was filling up the jug, the gallon jug. So we have a full jug of filtered water in the refrigerator. And then I refilled the pitcher.
Okay, cool.
So that way we always have something.
We were pushing fluids. Yeah, and I don't know if I got the stomach bug that's going around here. But yeah, has not been fun, so definitely try to drink as much as you can so you don't get dehydrated. So I think we learned that when you dismantle agencies and fire everybody, that keeps an eye on, diseases and that kind of thing.
All the
It ends up
bacteria
biting
that's
you
in
in the
our
butt.
food.
Or if you get people in charge of, in big government positions who will just lie to you and say things that aren't right, it tends to, not help things out any.
Standards. I need a full glider and 3 mediums.
I don't know. My world is just where I live is just turned upside down. It's bizarre. It's been bizarro world for quite a while now. Yeah. So yeah, I was one of those cool kids that went to chorus camp and band camp. Yeah, and yeah, they had T-shirts, and on the bottom it said "Pee Clear." So they were like, "Yeah, never walk by a water fountain without taking a drink. You have to stay hydrated, 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 hydrated." Well, I was a percussionist. Yeah, I played drums in the band. In a drum line too. I went to a small high school. We really didn't have that kind of drumline stuff. So yeah, I was in the marching band. I was not in the jazz band because it conflicted with other electives. But yeah, so I was in band. I was in chorus. I was in swing choir and all that kind of stuff. Little known fact: there was a lot more girls than there were guys.
Yes, there were.
Yeah, I always like performing, which is odd. Something.
So it was. Did we tell people the nightmare that we had with our phones?
With the phones, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been complaining. I'm sure Deanne's sick of hearing
Yeah.
about our
Yeah.
cell phone saga, but it's now
So,
complete.
I was gonna say, yeah, we successfully returned our other phones.
So now we got 17 E's,
Yeah.
G's, E's, Q's.
Right. Some letter.
Yeah, so we got the stripped down 17, which is actually okay. I mean, it's what. Yeah, I'm gonna fix this too. Erg. The cow says moo. All right. Yeah, so we ended up getting 16 E's, and yeah, they've been good so far. We just got the cases this morning. I went with orange. I'm not sure why, and Vicky went with teal. So, oh my God, yes, there was an attitude involved. So we go in there, and Cindy just like, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't mess anything up.
Yeah, you
Blah
did.
blah blah. I did this and
Yep.
this and blah blah blah, um, and
Yep.
Vicky told her to just stop. We're returning these phones. We got 2 weeks to return them. It's been 3 days. We don't want them. We have new plans, so we're returning them.
Yep.
And then
I'm like,
she did shut up.
yeah, I'm like, don't argue with me, just return them.
You know, it was a 2-hour ordeal to return them. It was a 2-hour ordeal to get them. Not to mention that she lied about what it was, and
Well, I don't necessarily know if she lied about it, but she thought she was putting us on the right plan, and she put us on the wrong plan.
She put us on the wrong plan.
Is basically what
and
happened.
basically it would have cost us. You know, originally we were gonna just buy some prepaid phones that were like $200 each, so that would have been $400. And she put us on a plan where it would have cost us about $1,500 to get free phones. So, regardless, it's all taken care of. It's all done. Um, so Vicky got frustrated and she had to walk away, which I totally get. And so she went and took a break and walked away. And Cindy was like, "What's her problem?" I look at her. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? This situation is just freaking messed up." Like, it's done. So yeah, so it was a third party who had to go through Walmart before going through Verizon. So it was, you know, dealing with the store, dealing with another organization, which was all, outsourced to India. So there was some issues understanding. And then they had to send us to Verizon, which was another, you know, Indian help center. So it was a mess. Yeah, it was just way too many hoops. Way too many.
Oh, I don't want a full glider. I want 3 standards and then medium gliders. Yeah, so like I was saying, you can cut out the full-size gliders right away, and then you can wait on the other stuff.
So Deanne said he had experience with an attitude kind of like that. Yeah, he bought the school shoes for one of his kids, and he had to take them back because they were coming apart. And when they got there, they tried to tell me that they wouldn't exchange them because they were worn to school.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah, we had our phones for 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days.
Well, we had them as long as it took for them to generate the bill.
Yeah.
Because, there's a difference between free and $20 reoccurring over 36 months times 2 phones.
Yep.
It wasn't even about the money. It was just about
the fact that we were
we
told.
went in there to do one thing. She talked us into another thing. Oh,
then
we're
it
going to
was
save you all
wrong.
this money, and that wasn't the case. And very frustrating.
Yeah.
Right? They wouldn't have been, if you left them in the box, they would have been fine. How dare you wear these shoes? Sounds like the Aussie phone companies. Well, I'm sure you get sent to the same places. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. I'm not being too exciting. I'll try to cut myself later. Have a great day.
Yep. It's basically do the same thing every day. Right?
So what's the comment?
No. It's
Oh,
like
I do the
basically
same thing every
do
day?
the same thing every day. It's like, yeah.
It's
I
almost
mean,
like a job.
right?
Erg. Do you remember the Kathy comic strips? I'm gonna start using all her ack. Erg.
Oh, right.
Mondays. How many people are in your room, honey?
Just one.
I've got 14.
Oh boy.
We are freaking doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
And that's all
How
right.
exciting.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
All
the
right.
important part is I'm doing better than you are, so that's the
Right?
important part.
That is the important part.
Although you are on my other channel, so it's
Yeah.
not like it's your channel.
Right? So, all right. So I got 2 boards left. So we got a 2-inch mini there. We got some standards. And then we got medium gliders on the bottom. So I have 2 more boards left, and then I can drill. And then I think I'll be done with laying out for the day, because that's a lot of spindles. But I don't know if that's going to be enough for Scott to sit all day. You think? It's 11 o'clock. I doubt it. Will that get you through? Will all these spindles get you through the day? Or do you think you'll need more?
Everything you're laying out
Yeah.
should be okay for today, I would imagine. I'm eventually going to get up on the lathe. Yeah, it is a pain in the ass. I don't expect you guys to be switching back and forth.
Right. Absolutely.
We're just trying things out.
Yep.
Ask Vicky what her favorite part of the process is. It's when she gets paid.
The money?
There you go, see? What do you enjoy the most? If you had to do something and you came to work and you had to do something.
And I had to do something like all day, I would say layout is probably
What you're doing now?
Yeah, because it's the one spot that I can like shut my brain off. For some reason, sanding can become very tedious.
It gets monotonous, definitely.
It does. Yep. But yeah, I would say laying out. I can spend half the day laying out, but then I can also get slow at it, and then and so that I don't get much done. When I can turn my brain off, I can just kind of and so it can become not a quick process for me.
Right.
But when we need to bust ass,
See, I have the ability to shut my brain off. So, yeah.
When you're on the scroll saw?
Or on the lathe. I just get into the rhythm
I mean,
and just keep going.
Yeah, I can shut my brain off when I'm standing, but sometimes it's just like, ugh, I need to do something different. And that's why I like, I mean, there's cutting out patterns. I can braid fiber. I can lay out patterns. I can drill. I can sand. There's all the accounting stuff that I should be doing. that
You can list.
I can
there's
list,
a lot of
that I
different
can
things
save.
you can do.
But yeah, there's a lot more other stuff that I can be
Vicky
doing. So
definitely does a lot.
so I can just rotate. Yeah, when I get sick of something, I can. And then I tried one day to like write out of a schedule to try to do a little bit of everything at one time, and that didn't actually work. It didn't work out. I basically abandoned that list. Because when we're in show mode, it's like, okay, I have to focus on pushing out the spindles.
And that's why we have TV shows going in the background, music going in the background. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Yep.
And usually, I'll come in on Saturday and I will blow everything out when Vicky's not here, make a whole big cloud of dust, vent that all outside, just try to keep everything kind of going. Things are a little bit messy because we're super busy right now, but...
Yeah, he lies. Things are messy with me all the time.
What's that?
Things are messy with me all the time. It doesn't matter the time of year.
Right.
I'm terrible at cleaning up.
Yeah. Well, it's just you get in the middle of something and, stuff happens. Has Vicky ever attempted to use a scroll saw in the lathe? Yes.
The scroll saw, yes.
Yeah, the scroll saw, yes.
The lathe, I think I did it one time.
Yeah.
I think.
Not her thing.
No.
I even, had a scroll saw set up just for her. And
and I'm just not, I mean, I think I tried it one time when you weren't, I don't know if you weren't here, if you were doing something else, but I'm like, I actually tried to cut out a little mini, and it kind of worked.
Right. It just takes practice.
It does.
I mean, you definitely do not need a genius IQ in order to work on the scroll saw. But it helps. No, I'm kidding.
It helps.
Yep, and confidence, Repetition is a big confidence builder. Oh no. I dropped my file.
Whoops.
Bastard file.
Right.
Yeah, Vicky's kid when he was younger, he used to call this the rat bastard file. No, it's a rat tail bastard file. Rat bastard file. So I thought it was funny. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys want to give the screen a couple touches, that will help get some more people in here. I've always been a loud sneezer. I've actually gotten detention in junior high for sneezing. Beautiful.
Yeah, because it is dangerous to hold them in.
It's dangerous to what?
To hold them in?
Yeah. It's very. The older you get, the more dangerous it is.
What's that?
The older you get, the more dangerous it is trying to hold in a sneeze.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah.
So Dion says his wife, she's the same, but she has a more of a scream sneeze. Very embarrassing when you're out in public.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my sneezes will scare the cats. And I'm like, oh, come on. When you sneeze, you shake your head and throw boogers all over the place. You're not one to judge kitty cats. Just grabbing some more storage. Yep, we just have 2 cats currently. That's a good number of cats. Vicky's sister dropped off her cats with us. We had what, like 5 or 6 at a time?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's just too many cats for indoor cats in a little 2-bedroom place.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. And my cats have been getting very mad at us because we're not letting them go outside because the air conditioning is so bad.
Because
So
of the
I let
air
'em out
quality? Did you
the
say
air quality is
conditioning?
horrible.
Yeah.
So I let them out this morning, and they spent about 5 minutes and came in and are like, yeah, we're not going back out there. It sucks out there. Yes, you can. We tried that, and that's when we had all that audio issue.
Hello.
When we had the two going in the same stream. We could try it again.
So I am
Um,
laying out Turkish spindles on cherry wood. So I'm doing some standards and some medium gliders. So we're making Turkish drop
The issue was
spindles
the
for
sound,
spinning
yeah.
yarn. What was that?
That was in a box full of minis that just fell on the floor.
Oh no.
Yeah, the issue was the sound.
So,
We tried several different microphones and
So I'm laying out the spindles, and then I'm gonna drill the center holes, and then Scott cuts them out on the scroll saw.
so the biggest issue with the sound is we can't hear each other. The basement ghost again, but we had a problem before we got here, so could be other ghosts. So yeah, it was very breaking up. It just didn't sound right. We could try putting, if we do that, I thought it would do, if I did both channels, that, it would be like TikTok where, Vicky's channel, if you went to her channel, it'd be there, and then my channel, it would be there, and that's not the case. So whoever you share with, it just makes one stream. So so Snyder Spindles, even though we were streaming from that account, it wasn't showing up on Snyder Spindles. So we could mute the audio on her end, which might work. I mean, we could try that. There's 22 people in the room. How many people do you have in your room?
One.
One. Why don't we do that? Why don't we set that up, and we'll be back in like 4 or 5 minutes.
Ooh, what are we trying?
We're gonna try doing the sharing the screen, but we're gonna mute yours
Okay.
because we're using mine. So maybe that will help with
Okay.
the audio.
And then I'll leave my mic on then,
Yeah.
so that it goes through your.
Correct.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
So just to confirm, you can hear Vicky when she's talking on
Yeah.
this channel, right?
Right
Is
through
she
the
pretty
mic.
clear?
Testing 1 2 3.
And testes. All right.
So
Yeah, okay, guys, we're gonna stop the stream now, and we'll set it up to share, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Yep. Okay. So we're gonna
Just click the X on the upper left, and I'll ask you to
Stop
stop the
stream.
stream. Say
Okay.
yes.